stop being a remote control. You become the operator of your own emotional state. Nobody gets to decide how you feel except you. Consider your biggest trigger person. What they trigger in you has nothing to do with them. Chapter 2. The Secondary Emotion Revelation. What anger is really hiding? Here's something that will blow your mind. What you call anger isn't actually anger. Anger is the emotional equivalent of a security guard. It shows up to protect feelings like hurt, fear, or shame. When someone criticizes you and you get angry, you're not really angry. You're hurt that they don't see your value. Anger feels safer than vulnerability, so it volunteers to be the spokesperson. Your partner forgets your anniversary and you explode in anger, but underneath that anger is hurt. Do I not matter to you? When you address the hurt instead of expressing the anger, a real shift happens. I felt forgotten gets a very different response than you never remember anything. When you learn to identify the emotion underneath anger, you can address the real issue. Vulnerability heals. Anger just creates more distance. Reflect on your last big anger episode. What was the vulnerable emotion hiding underneath? Chapter 3. The Choice Point Discovery. Your superpower between trigger and response. Between every trigger and your response, there's a space. In that space lies your freedom. Most people don't even know this space exists. Viktor Frankl discovered this in a Nazi concentration camp. No matter what happens to you, you always have the freedom to choose your response. That trigger hits. Your body floods with chemicals, but before you react, there's a microsecond of choice. When you learn to find that choice point, you become the author of your own experience.